Hello, Marion. I'd like to go through some data with a data set that was obtained by Nike for 2 weeks from April to May in 2020. The question that was asked first was how many unique viewers or users mentioned Nike during the total time period covered by the data set. Well, that was just a matter of filtering the Nike mentions with the username just to get uniques. And what we got was 44,012 unique users that mentioned Nike. The next question was how much engagement is occurring. Well, to me, it was quite consistent and large, impressive numbers of engagement. The likes count, well, it was just a matter of using the 4 values that were important and tabulating them. There were 651,422 likes. The replies was a little lower, well, a lot lower really, 37,010. The retweets count was 178,051, and the ID of the tweets, i.e. the tweets that came about was 83,461. Just to give you a temporal view or a time the tweets and the activity measured across the 2 weeks, you can see that there were quite a few peaks and troughs or peaks and flurries. Here on the 2nd of May, there was 6,600 tweets, 73,000 likes, so that was a busy day. And also during the period around the 10th of May, there was a lot of activity as well. There were certain tweets that went out during those days that got a lot of likes, retweets, and replies. So both those days, around the 2nd of May and the 10th of May, were quite busy. Now, question 3 was, what were the total number of likes across all tweets? Well, that's just a matter of summing up the tweets, the likes as a measure and dragging across to the rows. And you can see that the total number of likes was 651,422. Now, if we plot that across the 2 weeks, you can see again on the 2nd of May, a tweet went out that got a lot of likes, 73,000. And then there's a little bit of activity, and there was another spike on the 11th of May, probably reacting to the tweet that was sent out on the 10th of May, and they got 72,190 likes. How many retweets? Well, the retweet number was 178,051, and that was just plotting the measure of retweets, taking across to the rows, and you can see the result of that. And the temporal or the time measure, well, again on the 8th of May, there's a lot of retweets for a tweet that went out. And that was we got 40,503, so that was the biggest retweet day in the time that we measured. Question 5: what are the total number of replies? The total number of replies was 37,010, so that's pretty good too, I suppose. And this is the period again, and again on the 9th of 10th of May, there's a lot of replies and a lot of activity. All right, what are the top 10 tweets measured by number of likes? Well, we can see then that there was a tweet that went out on the 9th of May, and it said, "Having a dream won't change the world, sharing one will." And that was a very popular tweet that was that was retweeted, and there's a lot of likes for that as well. Now, some of the other ones that were popular: never slow down for the road. One day it will catch up with you. That was through Nike as well. Both of those highly popular tweets were from Nike. It's a Riccardi sent out a tweet. Either black people took over Nike or they get it. Like, really get it. He must have been impressed with one of the shoes that was sent out or produced or developed. Drill, investing like $30,000 in Nike because I think people are buying a lot of shoes lately. So that was the fourth highest, and we keep going up until this. I think it's a Thai. It's a shoe shop in Thailand that sent out a tweet as well that got quite a lot of likes, 4,137 to be exact. So let's go on now to question 7. What are the top 10 tweets measured by number of retweets? The top 10 tweets. This is again the Thai shoe shop that was quite heavily retweeted. I think it was the tweet was about sharing your dreams. I think that's a quote from Martin Luther King, and they retweet, and that got a lot of retweets. And here is the same tweet, having a dream, and I think that one's from Nike. Never slow down for the world. So here we have the top 10 tweets measured by retweets, and that we got from filtering the retweets count. And putting in the tweets in the column as well. Okay. Question 8, the top 10 users by frequency of activity. These are the number of, I've sort of broken it up into the activity according to likes, retweets, and replies. So Nike was obviously one of the top 10 users, but there's also BR Kicks, which I would imagine is a retail store. Sneaker News, that would be a shoe website, I suppose. According to the number of likes, it's a Riccardi, Drill, and others. So here's the top 10 users, or top 10 users by frequency of activity, and that's question 8. And here are the replies. The Hype Kitchen got a lot of replies from one of its tweets, and then we have Nike coming second, and so on. All right, so question 9, are there any spikes, flurries, or tweet activity across the data set? And if so, when does that occur? Well, there's plenty of spikes, tweets, and activity, and we went through them earlier, and they generally happened around about the 2nd of May and the 10th of May, when some activity, some tweets went out. And I'm going to have a look at the temporal charts now, which happened to be a bit. I didn't duplicate one of these activities. So let's see. All right, this one's the total replies. Here we go. And this is a total total retweets. Again, that was on the 2nd of May and the 8th of May. Those were popular tweets about Nike and chasing your dreams. And here's one on the again on the 2nd of May and the 10th of May. This is the number of likes that were received. Okay. Now, I had to do a screen grab for question 10. What are the most commonly occurring hashtags? Because I had it in another on another laptop and I couldn't transfer it. So anyway, I still got the correct hashtags. I think shop my closet, that got 2,789, and how I did that was they weren't allowed to mention Nike, so they're non-Nike hashtags. So what I'd do, I had to have two measures, 0 for not mentioning Nike, and 1 for the other way around. 1 for not mentioning Nike, 0 for mentioning Nike. I put that in the filters, and I went with those that didn't mention Nike. And so these are the top 10 most commonly occurring hashtags. Shop my closet, hashtag ad, Met Gala, just do it, RAKAUAFL, and so on. So those are the top 10 hashtags that didn't mention Nike. Where are we now? All right, so what are some of the interesting and relevant insights? Well, really the only relevant insight I had time to look at was video content. Tweets that contained video generally did better than tweets that didn't. You can see where Nike mentioned a video, they got 9,000, they attached a video, it's got 9,933 likes, and any tweet that contained video generally had more likes. And you can see that here as well. Where having a dream won't change a thing, sharing that dream will. It did have a video, and it got up to nearly 40,000 likes. That's the only insight I got. Anyway, thanks for putting up with this presentation, and I appreciate your time. Bye-bye.